Hi everybody, and welcome to this Iron review of the World News mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Now this is seemingly quite a small mod that adds a small addition to the game, but when you start using it you understand the many benefits that this mod provides. So let's go over just some of these basic details of the mod. The mod is fairly new. It was launched on March 3rd, 2020. It has been downloaded quite a few times by now, 15,000 downloads on Steam, 50,000 views on Steam, so the mod is quite popular, and the reason for it is because while it seems to be quite a simple mod, as I said, it does add quite a good value to the game. So let's just jump in and see what this mod is all about. Alright, so when we begin the game, you get this little notification here about the location of the new newspaper icon. It's quite a nice, subtle introduction to the mod, to the feature that the mod introduces. I do like this very much. What I don't really like as much is the sound that you get when you open the newspaper. So let's give it a go. Yeah, that was intense. Now, I'm not sure why they picked that sound, but the good news is that if you right click, you can actually disable this sound playing when you open the newspaper. So I guess they realized as well that it can be a bit annoying, and that's why they included that option. So overall, this is a very nice mod. It does have a few drawbacks. And you should probably know that this mod is a direct copy of the newspaper system from Victoria 2. It's very similar, it even looks the same. This mod does solve a problem that Victoria's 2 system could not. The problem that it solves, or that it improves quite a bit, is that it reduces the event spam significantly. Now, event spam is a really big problem in all of Paradox's games. And in my personal opinion, they're not doing enough to deal with that problem. They even sometimes have ways to reduce it, but then they don't carry over those solutions to other games. And this is something that I will probably talk about in a separate video. But back to this mod now. So the major benefit of this mod is that it reduces that event spam, and it also introduces quite a bit of flavor into the game. So first of all, the headline, or I should say the logo or the name of your newspaper will change according to the country that you're playing. Now, I assume that it probably mostly works for major countries. So I don't assume that a country like Panama has its own newspaper name, but that could obviously be included in future updates to the mod. Two more things that I like about this mod: you do get a notification for major events that are occurring in the game so that you don't miss them. And the good thing is that it now goes into the newspaper and doesn't cause a pop-up in the middle of the screen. So like I said, that's a very good thing about this mod. There is also no noticeable effect on performance, so the game runs pretty much the same as it did, and that is excellent news. Now, some of the drawbacks of the mod, and I have to be very clear here, this is a very new mod, and this is a feature which seems on paper, on paper it seems quite simple, but under the hood this feature is quite complex, and I can tell by the way that it generates these headlines. So a lot of thought has been put into this mod, and it's very nice to see mods that have a thought process into them. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of these. So these are just small drawbacks which could probably be fixed in future updates, but you should probably be aware of them. Okay, so first of all, some events don't really seem to be relevant to the game world. For example, you get events about gold being found. It would be nicer if those would be replaced by actual resources being found, or when a country develops a resource in some area. So you don't really get that for now. I'm just gonna let this thing run a little bit so that we can enjoy the headlines as they change. Right. Another thing which bothered me a little bit is that there is no archive for the newspapers. So once the current headline is gone, you can't really see past events or past news. But that is understandable. This is something that requires a lot more work and could actually have a hit on performance. So, you know, there's a balancing game going on in here. So it's not really a major problem. It's just something that you should be aware of. Also, a lot of stories are repeating. So you do get a lot of these stories about, whoa, it's a baby, it's a miracle, gold prices go up, the economy goes up, the economy goes down, and so on and so on. But also something that could probably be added and changed in future updates to the mod. I highly recommend it, and you should probably give it a try. So that was the quick Iron review for the World News mod. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hey guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Check out these other videos on the Iron Workshop that you might enjoy as well. Please consider supporting the Iron Workshop on Patreon. This will allow the channel to grow and become even better. Thank you.